supplying the service to surrounding countries.
可以吗？那你反过来，那个镜头反过来，现在是字都是反的。
And next, we will introduce special. We have a special introduction of our China office. We have a team for Latin America. We have many experience in the Latin market. And they have a professional engineer and sales team to service the local market. They can speak the Spanish fluently. And also for the Russian area, we have our sales team for the Russian area that they can speak Russian fluency. And especially for the Arabic market, as we just talked, we have the office in Sudan and the factory and warehouse in Kenya market. They are not only supplying the after-sales service to local market, but also process some spare parts and the small equipment to supplying the local clients. They don't need import from other countries to waste a long time. So above all, it's the global market of the nail. In the past year, we already serviced more than 130 countries. So welcome. If you want to convert any equipment, you can contact us directly. Okay, the next part, welcome my partner Steven to introduce more about our company.
Thank you for waiting. Next, I will introduce about our certificate of our company. All our products have the certificate certified by the famous instruments. For example, all our products certified by the international famous organization. That means you buy our machines, you not only get the machine, you get the quality machine. So when you receive the machines in your site, you can only focus on how to use this machine. You will not waste your time to maintain and to change the spare parts. So that's why in the marketing you get the lowest price in the market, because they don't have the certificate. All their machines never certified by the famous organization. For example, the CE. Our company, most of our products certified by the CE. So if you have requirements about the mining machine, you can contact with us. We will send our certificate for your confirm. We have the quality machine not because our machines certified by the organization, the famous organization, because we also focus on the quality control. All our machines is manufacturing through the strictly quality control process. So finally, we got the quality machines for our customer. If you have requirements about mining machines, welcome to visit our factory to confirm the whole process, how the machine is manufactured, how the machine is make the quality control in the process. And just now, Mr. Wade introduced about our company also have the overseas warehouse. Until now we have overseas warehouse in Sudan and also in Kenya, and also have a factories in Kenya. That means you can get our machines easily. And if you have requirements about the spare parts, and we can supply, we can deliver the spare parts to you from our overseas warehouse. If you are from Africa, so we can deliver the spare parts. Our factories, you can throw these pictures to see our factories. We manufacture all kinds of the mining machinery. So, for example, the dew crusher, bone mill, and especially for this is very popular in Africa. This is wet panels. In almost 70% of our wet panels sold to African marketing. So if you have requirements about wet panels, you can contact us firstly. We will not let you feel it down. And also we have the mobile crushing plant. So if you plant, it's not easy to building a power station. So we suggest you better consider the mobile crushing plant. This machine plant equipped with the diesel motors. So for example, for the famous brand Cummins, if your site don't have the electricity supply, you don't have the enough power station, so we suggest you can consider the mobile crushing plant. Next, we will introduce about the main products of our company. So next, Mr. Wade will introduce more details about our main products. Welcome, Mr. Wade.
Okay, thank you. And the next part will introduce the crushing equipment for to everyone. As you can see, it's very popular jaw crusher. I think most of our clients they know the jaw crusher better. As the primary crusher, it's widely used for the soft and hard stones, and it with the low investment and high efficiency. The second is the cone crusher. We can design the spring cone crusher and Siemens cone crusher, and also the different model hydraulic cone crusher like this. And the cone crusher generally used as the second stage crushing stage to follow the hard stone. The third one, as you can see, is the impact crusher. Also, sometimes the French will think the impact crusher and the hammer crusher look the same, but the working principle are different. Such as the hammer crusher, it's meant for sometimes it used as the first crushing stage. And for some middle soft stones, such as the lemon stone. And it's also very popular in the African market for the gold ore processing. And for the impact crusher, it's generally used as the second stage for the middle soft raw materials. And it can make the stone's shape looks more cubic. You know, the cubic shape stones will win a good price in the market. So Stephen, can you help? We can help. No, okay. As you can see, if you can see the samples in our
你这个上调能调吗？先讲那个。
And later, after I introduce the sand making machine, I will show you a full production line on the diet with the model. At first, I introduce the name of each one, okay? And the first one is VSI sand maker, and the second is fan crusher. The third one is vertical crusher, and the fourth is we call it the double stage crusher. And the main difference for each one is first it's special use for the sand making. The feeding size are about 36 to 16 to 60 millimeter. And even for the hard stone like the rubber stone, purple, and quartz. And the second for the fan crusher, it means for some middle hard stones such as the marble, arrow, the gravel, and also cement blender. But the feeding size is more large. You can see the feeding size. The feeding size is about 100 to 20 to 200 millimeter. And in the near years, more and more people using the vertical crusher to process the sand. The feeding size, because it's with a low investment and high efficiency. The feeding size is about 50 to 100 millimeter. It means for some middle soft stones such as the lemon stone. And also for the final one is double stage crusher. It's also using for the soft, middle soft stones, but the feeding size also larger than the vertical. It can reach 100 to 200 millimeter. If you want to confirm which model suitable for your raw materials, you can send us a message to follow us, and you can see in our video show you can follow us. You can follow us, and you can leave a message to our streamer, and they will send you the details in the short time. And also you can get the catalog directly here. Catalog directly. Also, please, if you like our video show and our company, please like us. Yes. Thank you. And for this part, you can see we show some mobile model crusher. And what's the reason why it's more and more popular in the past years? Because the mine site, most of the mine sites far away from the town. The electric is the biggest problem for the project. So here we designed the diesel jaw crusher. It's using the diesel motor to drive the jaw crusher. And for the large mobile, we call it a mobile crushing station. It including the feeding, crushing, screening and conveying part. It's we can call it it's a mini crushing line. So it will need a large pore when processing. So here we equip the diesel generator to supplying the electric pore. And this two model it will be the moving side to side. And for the small model mobile gel crusher, now very popular in the African market. Also, we have the stocks. We have the stocks in Africa warehouse. So if the friends are surrounding Africa, you can contact us directly to check if you can get the machine in short time. Okay, we're almost finished the crushing part introduced. So next part, welcome Steven again to show our mining equipment. Okay, let's.
Thank you. Thanks for Mr. Wade to introduce about the crushing plant, machines for the crushing plant. Next, I will introduce about the mining separation, the machines and the plant, the gold recovery plant. This is grinding service equipment. All these machines is used to grinding the material. For example, the first one is the wet pan mills. Wet pan mills is very famous in Africa, especially for the small scale miners. This machine, the advantages is of this machine is you only investment, you only do a little investment, you will get the gold directly. So the first machine is mainly for the small capacity gold recovery plant, and the second one is the ball mill. For the golden recovery plant, the miners maybe firstly use the first one to do the gold extraction, but maybe several months later, they get a lot of profit from the plant. They have enough money. We suggest the miners can consider the second one. The second one is ball mill. Ball mill have the bigger capacity compared with the wet pan mills. So, and also the second one also have the also can make out the finer material. For example, the first one mainly only grinding the material to 100 mesh. But for the second one, we can get the finer material. For example, 300 mesh. It's very important in the golden recovery process because the material is finer enough. That means you will get better recovery rate. You will recover more gold from the golden ore. And so that's the mainly supplier for mainly compare these two machines. Next, I will introduce about another two grinding machines, the Raymond mills and the high pressure roller mill. These two machines is mainly to grinding like the limestone, like the other stone. And if you want to get the powder, like the limestone powders, and if you want to get the finer material, for example, the 600 mesh, and even for the 1000 mesh. So we suggest you better consider the Raymond mill, and for the Raymond mills is mainly the customer use these machines to grinding the material to 300 mesh. But for another kind of customer, they think the 300 match is not enough. Maybe they want to get the 500 or 600 match. Even they want to get the 1000 match. So if you have the requirement about the grinding machines, you can contact with us. Our engineer teams will introduce and will help you to make the final decision about which grinding machine is for you is better. Until now, we have the big discount about the grinding machines. If you have requirement, you can contact with us. We will introduce how to get the discount, how to get the controls, and this is our introduce about the grinding machines. Next, we will introduce about the leaching process. Leaching process is in the golden recovery plant is very important because before just now Mr. Wei introduced about the crushing machines, and just now we talk about the grinding machine. But both of these two processes is to do the preparation for the leaching process. The leaching process is the key process in the golden recovery plant. So, and also we have different kinds of leaching process. For example, we have the CIL and the CIL plant. This is a carbon in leach and carbon in mercury. This process is the highest recovery rate. We can use this process to get 95% from the golden ore. Until now, this is the best golden extraction process in the world. But for another clients, they don't have the high grade golden ore. For example, the golden ore maybe 1 gram or lower than 2 gram per ton. So if the golden ore have lower grade, we suggest you can consider the heap leaching. Leaching is you can only use a little, relevant to the. You can use the lower investment to get the gold. So, for example, you can building the heap, building a heap. For example, the 30,000 tons. You can get the gold after 1 month. You can get the gold, and the recovery rate is not bad. The recovery rate is around 70%. If you want to get more details about the heap leachings, you can contact with us. We will introduce more details. We will supply the layout drawing, and we will supply the machine list. You can get more details. After you contact us, we will send more details to you. And also, for the leaching process, also have the wet leaching. Sometimes we call it tank leaching. For the tank leachings, this is mainly for the small scales, like sometimes lower than 200 tons per day. If your quantity of the golden ore is not too much, so we suggest you better consider the tank leaching. Tank leaching is very popular in the Africa. So if you want to know more details about the tank leachings, you can contact with us. We will introduce how to building a tank leaching, and normally you can get your investment will be get back within 3 to 6 months. Next, I will introduce another golden recovery method, gravity process equipment. This is also a popular machines in the golden recovery plant. The first one is jigging machines. Jigging machines is usually to get the big size, big particle, like the up to 20 millimeters. These machines can extract the bigger size from the golden ore. The golden ore must grinding after grinding. These machines can help us to get the gold out. And the middle machine is the concentrators. The gold concentrators can catch the middle size gold. For example, if the gold particle is smaller than 6 millimeters, this machine can help us to get the gold. And finally, we can see this is shaking tables. Shaking tables is especially for the finer, for the fine particle gold. Sometimes normally we can use this machine to help us to get gold smaller than 3 millimeters. If you want to know more details about the gravity process equipment, you can contact us. We will introduce more details about these gravity machines. Next, Mr. Wade will introduce about our success case. And we have a lot of projects in all over the world. Welcome to Mr. Wade.
Yes, thank you. Yes, as you can see, we have designed many projects in the past years, and we will show some success case of each equipment, each product line. The first one is the marble crushing production line in Sudan. The capacity is 400 tons per hour, and the plants required the output size 0 to 10 millimeter into 20 millimeter and 20 to 30 millimeter. Here we're using the jaw crusher and the hydraulic cone crusher, and equipped the vibrating screen to get to control the final product size. And for the next is the ball mill grading project in Peru. It means for the calendar grading, and the output size they ask about 325 marsh to the 400 marsh. Capacity about 7 to 8 tons per hour. As you can see, we also using the jaw crusher as the primary crushing, and the ball mill dust collector and air separator is the full environmental friendly project. And this is the grading project for limestone. As you can see, the plants required 200 mesh and the capacity about 5 tons per hour. For the grading machine, 5 tons per hour is from medium to high capacity. And this one you can see is the CIL project in the Zimbabwe. Capacity about 200 tons per day.
怎么是反着呢？
We equipped a jaw crusher, ball mill, and hydrosalon, and also electrolytic system from the gold ore to the gold particle, the pure gold particles. Okay, above all, it's the project we design in the global wise. If you want to get any info from our local clients, you can contact us directly. And for the next part, my partner Steven will introduce our after sales service to everyone. So welcome.
Thanks. Most of our customers, they not only focus on the quality machines, they also want to know after purchase the machines, how to do the after sales service. And next I will introduce about the after sales system. For example, we got the golden beneficiary plan solution. We not only supply the machine to our customer, we also have the whole after service systems. For example, before signing the contract, the customer sent the supplier, the customer offered the basic information about your plant. For example, the grade of your golden walls and what's the expected capacity of your plant and how many vacuums do you have. After you give us the basic information, we can discuss with our engineer teams. We can issue a machine list according to your basic information. And after we discuss about the machine list, and we make the final decision about the list, we can sign a contract. And after we sign a contract, we will assist your local engineer to do the construction. And if it is necessary, we can arrange our engineers go to their local site to introduce how to do the construction and how to do the installation about the process. And finally, our engineer will help you to do the commissioning and training your team, training workers how to operate this plant. And after that, if you in the future you must need the spare parts supplying. So just now we talk about we have the overseas warehouse. We can supply the spare parts from the overseas warehouse and overseas factories. So from these pictures, we can see the consumer satisfaction survey. After the customer running the plant, every month we will contact with our customer to remind which machines need to change the spare parts, which machine need to do the maintenance. And our engineer teams will give you the professional suggestion about how to maintain your plant. And we supply our machines to you, and also we supply the service to you. All this working is based on we have professional teams. Our engineer teams and also our sales teams will service for you. If you have any question about your plant, and if you about your about the operation of your plant, you can contact with us. Our teams will service for you 24 hours and 24 hours. And thanks for watching our online show. And next, if you want to do if you have any question about our machines, and if you have any requirement about our machines, you can contact with us. And thanks for Thank you for your attention. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your time. See you next time.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
The CIL company was founded in 1987. It developed from a pure equipment manufacturer to a high-tech enterprise group, including research and development, manufacturing, marketing, service, and commerce. To supply value service to customer needs. The line of operation is Washington. The headquarters is in Hong Kong. Our group is composed of highly dedicated employees from around the world, ensuring the success of customers and close cooperation. We are committed to managing new energy and other areas to provide customers with world-class products and services. About money, in 2016, we invest in 4 production bases in China market, including casting production base, mining equipment production base, totaling 200,000 square meters. As the leader in the mining field in these 20 years, we invented many equipment according to different market such as jaw crusher, wet tunnel, welding, technical projects including gold, iron, copper, zinc, leads, etc. Our equipment are in 130 different countries. Our engineering team, together with our clients, about new energy. In 2016, we invest in 4 production bases, including electric cars production base and solar energy base. We focused on solar energy, solar pump, solar lights, new energy electric cars, electric trucks, etc. There are many projects in different states. Customers trust. Preferred supplier is consistent users of the market. With professional, personalized, all-weather, all-round service, we look forward to the highest operation with clients from all over the world for better future.